Nancy Pelosi in big trouble after what cameras caught her doing during press conference. Democrats have been having a hard time lately, but things just got a lot worse. In fact, Nancy Pelosi is in serious trouble after what cameras caught her doing during a press conference, and viewers have been left stunned. The left is desperate for a win right now. At this point, they've been losing for the past year, and there doesn't seem to be any relief in sight. In fact, things just got a lot worse on account of Nancy Pelosi, yet again. At this point, I'm not really sure why Pelosi still has a job. This woman seems to do more damage than good, and her party catches a lot the backlash for it. Of course, when you consider the fact that she's getting richer by the millions while her constituents are only getting poorer, you really have to wonder what voters are thinking. A video has recently surfaced that proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this woman has no business being a politician. In fact, she's in some pretty serious trouble after what cameras caught her doing amid a press conference that has left viewers beyond shocked. As can be seen in the footage, Nancy Pelosi apparently lost her mind right in front of the cameras. As a result, she was a stuttering, bumbling mess, giving off the appearance that she was either drunk or has the beginning signs of dementia. While trying to bash President Donald Trump, Pelosi was heard tripping over words, using the wrong phrases, and completely losing her train of thought several times throughout the embarrassing ordeal. Speaking of new gun control legislation, Pelosi started out by saying there is a commensurate bipartisan, common sense bipartisan path forward. Just a few words later, she was also heard repeating words and mistakenly using the phrase task force, before correcting herself by saying task force. Even forgetting what she was talking about at times, Pelosi fell back into previous talking points, nearly saying comprehensive immigration bill as she was talking about gun control. There were several instances where she was repeating herself while trying to remember what she was saying. So we're just saying to the speaker, give us a vote, just give us a vote, she said, slurring the entire time. Shockingly, that was just the beginning. As Pelosi attempted to again slam the popular Trump tax cut, she botched the numbers created by the Democratic Party. Once the tax scam is fully phased in, 6 million middle-class families, she said, staring at her notes. 86 million middle-class families, she continued as reporters sat in silence. Moments later she said Republicans are going to take $500 billion out of Medicare. She stopped herself. $500 billion out of Medicare, she continued, apparently believing $500 billion and $500 billion are different numbers. While talking about transparency in settlements with sex harassment victims, Pelosi said, I don't want to harm victims. Source, American Mirror. If that's difficult to read, it's even harder to watch and listen to. Of course, it can't be said what is actually wrong with Nancy Pelosi, but there's clearly something off. Then again, we'll likely never know because these types like to hold on to power and money for as long as they can, even if it's not in the best interest of those they swore to represent and serve. One thing is for certain, though. This is not the behavior of a normal, healthy individual. The Democrats are finding themselves humiliated enough these days. Perhaps they shouldn't add insult to injury by allowing a blubbering buffoon to keep speaking to the public while she embarrasses herself and her party before the world. Whether she was just drunk or is suffering from some kind of ailment, it's time for Nancy Pelosi to step down before she does any more real damage to the Democrat Party or, even worse, the country.